Okay, so we're almost done. So gonna talk about poly um polyphonic pitch detection for the FM synth part. So for the polyphonic pitch detection, um you have polyphonic pitch detection on, set to 2. This is the value here. That needs to be set to 2. And you just play notes within the scale, and if it detects the note that's within the scale, it sends it to FM synth lead, the FM lead patch. Um, so this also has the greater than 80 threshold limit. The difference is that it doesn't have a thing that it does for if it's below that limit, because basically if you're playing the guitar, since the high frequency crossover still detects notes from the low frequency, you're always going to have a threshold greater than 80. This is just to say that the guitar is being played to start detecting notes. So it's better to have an automatic ADSR rather than triggered ADSR for this. So the split is for so the split is for basically only offing notes that have greater than 0 MIDI values. Otherwise, if it's not greater than 0 or greater than 1, let's see, split. Alright, if a note is greater than 1, then you have it detected and sent for testing. So the scale detection mode, as I would like to call it, is triggered by toggle button on the TouchOS C patch, and you press the toggle button and this turns on and off the scale detection mode, as I like to call it. And if scale detection mode is on, you're only playing the root of the scale, but as a added bonus, you can also play the root of the scale, so you could basically solo with the wobble bass part. So then the notes for bass, let's see. So scale detector has two outputs. One of them is for the root node, and one of them is the crossover frequency. So when it gets a root node, it also gets a crossover frequency by adding 4 to the 4 semitones, and passes the crossover frequency to the crossover patch, and this way only the specified scale is playable. Okay, so I should have talked about this earlier, but I'm gonna now start talking about how you get the parameters for pitch and segment. So it's really easy. For segment, it's completely easy. So you just go to help and simply just copy everything as you see fit. I mean, as you see right here. And for pitch, you for pitch you just copy everything here, but if you want polyphonic pitch detection, you need to change this value 1 to a number up to 3. I changed it to 2 because anything past 2 for polyphonic pitch detection doesn't seem to do that well. So yeah, and then you see notes are detected through here and are given a route number, and they get their own using partial detection basically. They get their own MIDI note and a MIDI value and their own threshold value. The notes are detected. And really, you can pretty much find out anything you want on this patch by carefully reading through this. It doesn't explain everything in complete detail, but it's pretty detailed. Unlike, say, well, yeah, this is also pretty detailed, I guess. But whatever, someone told me that this was easy to understand and help here, and I concur that it's pretty easy to understand once you actually carefully read it. Okay, so that's it for my tutorials. I hope that it was pretty understandable, and maybe I'll try to get a demonstration up, as well as if requested, maybe I'll try to go into more detail, because I do think I might have rushed through the last part.